Hey, Travis, how do I strengthen my knees?
Jenny, my two favorite exercises for knee strengthening are squats and lunges.
What are squats and lunges?
Squats are basically sitting down and standing up.
Like this?
Yep. And lunges are kneeling down and standing up.
Like this?
Yes.
Cool.
Now, there are different variations that load the knees to greater and lesser extents.
Oh, that sounds like important for me to know.
Totally. So with the squat, maybe the first way you might do it would be to a chair.
Okay, yeah. So kind of like I was showing, like this?
Yes. And in this version, you're going to not allow your knees to go too far forward, and you're going to allow your torso to come forward. Exactly.
Like
so
that?
That's more of, we call that a hip dominant squat, where you really get some back of the leg muscles in addition to the fronts of the thighs.
Yeah, I feel that strengthening my knees or like targeting my knees, but like not a ton.
Right. So if you wanted to up the ante a little bit, you could ditch the chair and just perform your squats freestanding. And what this allows you to do is it allows your knees to go farther forward, and it allows you to sit farther down into the squat. So you get more range of motion and more forward motion of the knee.
Yeah, I definitely feel that working my knees more than the other variation.
And now if you wanted to get even more work through the fronts of the thighs and into the knees, you could elevate your heels on a heel lift, plates, metal plates, or a yoga blanket.
Very cool. So
And
this is like the most.
This is the most. It allows you to keep your torso most upright, and it allows your knees to go the most forward.
Awesome. I totally felt that, like 3 distinct ways of targeting the knees in those 3 squat variations.
Amazing.
And you said lunges were your other favorite exercise. What's up
Yes.
with that?
For the lunges, the story is basically the same. So in the first variation, you would allow your torso to come a little bit more forward, and you would not allow your knee to come so far forward.
Kind of like that?
Yes. Lean forward and keep that shin knee back.
Got it. So that I felt that in my knee, but like not a ton.
Right. And then in the next version, you would keep your torso more upright and allow your knee to go more forward.
Got it. And I can really I feel the knee tracking forward more and working more,
Yeah.
keeping like my torso
That's going
upright.
to put more of the load through the front of the leg, whereas the first version allowed the backs of the legs to work a little bit more.
Right. And isn't there a third version that works the knee the most?
The third version would be an analogy to the squat. So you'll have your heels elevated, and then you'll perform those lunges. So torso is staying perfectly vertical, and then that front knee, you're really allowing it to go forward.
Right. I really feel that here, like that knee is really allowed to travel forward because my heel is lifted, and that helps me feel the knee like the most.
Yeah. So if you can work up to those heel elevated, or at the very least, the variations, the second variation that we showed of each, where you're keeping your torso vertical and allowing the knee to go forward, that's really going to strengthen the knees and the muscles all around them.
That's perfect. Well, thank you for such a nuanced answer to my question. I feel like I have like some good tools to work with now.
You're welcome.